Before the battles, before the medals, there was a letter. A letter that never reached home, until now. They said it came from a young man named Daniel Hayes, written in 1943, somewhere across the ocean. When the wind moves, it sounds like your laughter. Decades later, someone found it again. Some stories aren't found in books. They wait inside forgotten letters. He left for war with a promise to write until the skies turned quiet. And she waited. Every sunrise, every storm. But this story didn't end where the letters stopped. He wrote from somewhere he couldn't name, where the air was thick with silence. He didn't talk about battles, only about her, how he missed the sound of the porch steps at dawn. And she replied every week, every breath. But soon the world grew louder, and words had to compete with war. At night, when the wind moved through the tents, he said it sounded like her laughter. She smiled, without knowing he still heard her. He ended every letter the same way, until I see the stars from our porch again. Then the letters stopped. No more paper, no more words. Every morning she checked the gate, even when there was nothing left to check. and somewhere across an ocean a letter lay in the dirt, stamped but never sent. Hope became her ritual, the candle her prayer. Every night, she'd whisper his name just once before sleeping. And somewhere far away, he still carried her words over his heart. Time moved faster than hope could run. He was listed missing, not gone, not found, just missing. But that letter stayed with him through it all. Months turned to years. Letters turned to memories. She never remarried. She never stopped waiting. Decades later, a neighbor cleaning the attic found a box, and the silence broke at last. The ink had faded, but the words were still alive. Some hearts never stopped serving. Morning came, but silence wore the uniform now. each step an echo of a promise they never stopped keeping. Daniel's last message broke through at dawn. Then, silence, until a letter appeared decades later. Hidden for 60 years, waiting to be heard. He wrote of sunsets, laughter, and the dream of home. Some promises don't need to be spoken. They stay alive in silence. A stranger read his words, and two souls finally met in time. Remembrance becomes a bridge from yesterday to today. Every embrace finishes a letter that never reached its end. Time turns pages, but memory refuses to fade. Love, the only weapon that leaves no wounds. They stand not to fight, but to remind us peace was earned. And so, their courage becomes our comfort. Hearts in uniform still walk among us, quietly teaching us how to live. Each dawn salutes them back. The letter sleeps again, but not forgotten. Some stories don't need an ending, just a heartbeat. Dedicated to every heart that served and every heart that waited. Letters fade, love doesn't. Hearts in uniform, where every heartbeat remembers. Subscribe not for stories of war, but for stories of love that outlived it.